डियर स्टूडेंट, मैं डॉक्टर सीमा अरोड़ा, एसोसिएट प्रोफेसर पंडित नवल किशोर शर्मा, गवर्नमेंट पीजी कॉलेज. As we know, the C13 NMR is relatively a new technique. As we have already completed NMR spectroscopy and a little bit introduction about the F19 NMR spectroscopy in phosphorus 31 NMR spectroscopy. The spin quantum number of the C12 is equal to 0, so there will be no signal in the NMR for C12. But C13 has a nuclear spin equal to the half, so it will give a signal, but unfortunately it is low percentage naturally abundance in the earth crust. It is equal to 1.11% as compared to hydrogen atom. So it is inherently less sensitive than the proton because of its lower magnetogynetic ratio, gamma. The magnetogynetic ratio for the C13 nucleus is about 1/4 as compared to the proton nucleus. Since the sensitivity of the nucleus in the NMR experiment at the constant field is proportional to the cube of gyromagnetic ratio, so C13 will give rise to 1/4 whole cube, that is the 1/64, the signal as compared to the proton nucleus. So it will yield an less sensitive excitation in the C13 NMR spectroscopy. It is only 0.06 as relative to the proton NMR spectroscopy. So in a spectrometer operating at the 14,092 Gauss magnetic require the 15.1 MHz transmitter for C13 compared to the 60 MHz for the purpose of similar spectrometer with the 23,486 Gauss magnetic needs 100 MHz transmitter for the proton, while the 25.2 MHz transmitter for the C13. Now we will compare with C13 NMR spectroscopy with the proton NMR spectroscopy. C13 NMR spectroscopy is much simpler in the interpretation as compared to the proton NMR spectroscopy because of its low natural abundance. It is important that the C13 nucleus in a molecule will have a C13 nucleus molecule in an immediate carbon atom, so the splitting of the carbon 13 carbon is unlikely to be occur, so the spectra will be a simple one spectra. Since the C13 NMR coupling is negligible, so only one type of the C13 NMR, if it is proton decoupled, then it will give only one signal for the magnetically equivalent carbon-carbon atom, that is unsplitted peak. In the C13 NMR signal, the chemical shift is spread over the 200 ppm as compared to the range of the 15 ppm for proton NMR signal, so fewer peaks are observed in the C13 spectra. In the PMR spectroscopy gives the indirect information about the carbon skeleton of a organic compound because the proton coupled with the proton nearby protons, and it will give a number of the signals. In the C13 NMR, it only displays the signals for all the carbon atom, so there will be a direct information about the carbon-carbon skeleton system. The area under the peak C13 NMR spectrum are not necessarily proportional to the number of carbon atom giving rise to the signal. Therefore, it does not consider the area ratio. As we compare in the PMR spectroscopy, the area covered under a peak is equal to the number of the proton present on it. If proton coupled spectra, the signal for each carbon atom is split by a proton bonded directly to the carbon atom, again it will follows the N+1 rule as we did in the NMR spectroscopy. Now the chemical shift for the PMR spectroscopy is expressed in ppm downfield from TMS. TMS is used as an internal reference for the NMR spectroscopy. Similarly, here we are using the internal reference for C13 NMR spectroscopy. The C13 NMR chemical shift is much larger. It is at the range of 200 ppm as compared to the NMR spectroscopy, which is the 15 ppm. Because of these widespread signals, it is unlikely that the two C13 nuclei will have identical chemical shift unless they are anisotropic protons. As we have discussed, the anisotropic protons, which are the protons which are the mirror images but they are not superimposable on each other. For example, we take 2-bromobutyl or secondary butyl bromide. We are having the four types of the protons CH3, CH2, CHBr, CH3 are different, that is the non-equivalent proton. So the C13 NMR spectra will displace the four signals in C13 NMR spectroscopy. The chemical shift value is in the decreasing order, as we have said the de-shielding and the shielding in the proton NMR spectroscopy. So the chemical shift order, the highest will be the aldehyde and ketone, then we will have the acid, ester and amide, then C double bond C and C triple bond N. Now aromatic carbon atoms and the carbon triply bonded and the alcohol and ether and carbon halogen bonds and the alkane. Now we will discuss some important chemical shift of in C13 NMR spectrum. First we are taking the alkane. Alkane generally absorb from -2 to 55 ppm. Methane absorbs at 2.5 ppm upfilled from the TMS. In the saturated alicyclic alkane, the replacement of proton by the CH3 de-shield the carbon to which the CH3 is attached by the 9.1, that is called the alpha effect. But if it attached to the beta carbon atom, it is de-shielded by the 9.4 ppm, while if it is gamma, then it is de-shielded by the proton and it is 2.5 ppm, that is called as the gamma effect. The replacement of the hydrogen by the methyl or by the CH2 group or by the CH group or the carbon atom at the beta position also leads to the shift of plus 9.4 ppm, that is the beta effect. The value of the C13 shift in a straight chain alkane can be calculated by adding the substituent effect to that of the methane, that is minus 2.6. So increasing the alkylation move the carbon resonance downfield effect. In functionalized alkane, when the hydrogen on carbon atom is replaced by the hetero atom, the C13 shift of that atom shows the downfield shift due to the electronegativity of a atom. The value of chemical shift indicate the type of the hybridization, as we have sp3, sp2 and sp at each carbon atom. The carbon in the alkene and the aromatic, both the sp2 absorbs at the same region, that is delta 80 to 170 ppm downfield from the TMS. The H1 NMR distinguish between these two kinds of the compounds. The gamma effects are useful in deciding the stereostructure of an alkene, and the sp carbon absorbs at the value between the sp3 and sp2 carbon atom, that is 65 to 90 megahertz. That is, in the case of acetylene or alkene or alkyne, you can find out the type of the hydrogen atom present, hybridization sp3, sp2 or sp. Thank you.